The inclusivity of sport. It's been 3, maybe 4 years since I've been to a Steelers game. Thanks to a friend's generosity. Thanks, Brad. I went to the Steelers versus Bears Monday Night Football game at Heinz Field on November 8th. And as is more typical than not for this franchise, they won, while making it too hard on themselves. But for a few hours, I didn't have to code switch. I was just another fan watching a game. Would that I could feel that anonymity more often. For a long time, sports had been a huge part of my personality, but this all-encompassing part of my life has become attenuated lately. Not solely because of the racial strife that has engulfed American and European sports. Yes, there are huge problems with fandom. It gets extreme and over the top, and there are major systemic issues with its administration. I'm also not entirely sure why some people thought "fuck Joe Biden" was a good chant. I wholeheartedly support what Kaepernick did and any efforts to address racism and prejudice in sports. But as I've gotten older, I've also tried to branch out and spend more time on the other passions in my life, rather than spending majority parts of my Saturdays, Sundays, and a fair few other work days watching sports. Playing piano, cycling, woodworking, working out, becoming a better cook, chasing my puppy around the house, and namely discovering or rediscovering theater. And yet I was reminded on Monday night that there are a few avenues in life where I have felt more welcome and included than as part of a sports fandom. For a few hours, I didn't have to be the Muslim who knows everything about Islam. I wasn't seen as the brown guy. I didn't wonder if I was included just because brown. We have significant systemic problems with racism and prejudice in many, many walks of life. Ask any person of color who works in the arts about prejudice and lack of inclusivity in their field, or a corporate peon, etc. I'm all for meeting those challenges head on and not being cynical about their importance or impact. For instance, I sit on the board of directors for Handmade Arcade, where we are attempting to build more inclusivity and foster positive relationships with people of color in the maker community. Wait, systemic issues arise in the maker community, you ask? You betcha. Change is a slow, difficult process, and we're trying. But as I looked around at the crowd on Monday night, it was a welcome relief not to code switch for once. I noticed several East Asians in our section. I walked by a couple Daisies. Black folk loud and proud as well. Struck up random conversations with folks waiting in line for food and drink. No, fandom isn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but for a few hours, throw on a Steelers jersey, grab your towel, and you're in like Flynn. Here we go.